Hola niños, ¿cómo están? Today's letter is the letter N. N sounds just like the letter N in English. It makes that sound. Let's look at some words that begin with the letra N. First we have an orange. An orange in Spanish is called a naranja. Naranja. You might remember that sound from the word for orange for the color, which is anaranjado. Can you hear the word naranja in the word anaranjado? Next we have a cloud. A cloud is called a nube. Nube. Next we have snow. Since we never see snow around here in Florida, we can remember the word snow by remembering the word never. The word for snow in Spanish is nieve. Nieve. It never snows around here. Last, we have a nest. The word for nest in Spanish is nido. Nido. Now let's look at a country that begins with the letter N. A Spanish-speaking country that begins with N is the country of Nicaragua. Nicaragua. The word agua in Spanish means water, and Nicaragua certainly has a lot of water in it. It's surrounded by water on two sides, the Pacific Ocean on the western side and the Caribbean Sea on the eastern side. Plus, it has two very large lakes, the Lake of Managua and the Lake of Nicaragua. So that's why the country has the word agua in it, to mean water. Their flag also talks about water. The blue stripes at the top and the bottom show that the country has water on both sides. And in the middle, it shows a symbol with some volcanoes in it. Nicaragua has many, many volcanoes. Here's just a few of them. Some of them are still active, and every once in a while they will still erupt. But Nicaragua is a beautiful country in Central America. Next, let's look at a couple of people whose names have the letra N in it. This person's name is Carlos Noriega. Noriega. You might guess from his picture that Carlos Noriega is an astronaut. He was one of the very first Spanish-speaking astronauts. He was born in Peru, and he came to live in the United States so that he could study to be an astronaut. And about 10 years ago, he got to go up into space and even got to do a spacewalk, which not very many people can say they've done. So he's a famous Hispanic man for being one of the very first Spanish-speaking astronauts. Next, we have a person whose name is Nomar Garciaparra. The name Nomar is a very unusual Spanish name. It's because Nomar's father was named Ramon, and he wanted to name his son after him, but didn't want to give him the exact same name of Ramon. So he took his name Ramon and spelled it backwards, and that's where he came up with the name Nomar. Nomar Garciaparra used to be a baseball player, but he's retired now. And he's also married to somebody famous. His wife is Mia Hamm, who is a female soccer player. She played for the women's U.S. soccer team in the Olympics and is a very, very talented soccer player. So Mia Hamm and Nomar Garciaparra, two famous athletes. So as we talk about the letra N, we're going to be learning about números. Números. Can you count all the way to 100? Let's try counting by tens up to 100. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Keep practicing and you'll get better and better. We'll see you next time. Adios, amigos.